All right, hello everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Open Bar Show. Good to be alive. I hope everyone's having a nice day. Today is January 19th, a little later than what I wanted to record. I got a little busy. Hard to get down here into my hole and record. But nonetheless, we're back here recording. I said in the last episode that I wanted to do movies. I've done TV shows. I've done songs. Now, best movies of 2023. A lot of movies obviously come out every single year. Only a few of them actually make good money. I have two websites today. Both have about 20 to 30 movies. One is IMDb, and then the other one's Rotten Tomatoes. So let's get right into it. Before I actually start, if anyone actually wants to join me on any of these, they are more than welcome to. Just hit me up on Instagram or whatever. I'll get back to you. I'll most likely see it, and we'll figure out a way that maybe you can get on. The only thing I ask is you bring your own content. So whatever you want to talk about, bring it with you. Maybe we'll go on a little rants, some other rants. Hopefully it'll be some fun. I got another mic here. I'd probably have to do some rearranging and actually figure out how I want to do this, because I just have a small little desk down here. But yeah, we could definitely make that work. If anyone wants to join me, they're more than welcome to. But now let's get right into it. Number 20 on IMDb was Godzilla -1. This is a post-war Japan at its lowest point when the new crisis emerges of the form of a giant monster baptized in the horrific power of the atomic bomb. So this movie apparently was like it was the Japanese version of Godzilla. If anyone, which I hope most of you guys know what that is. I've never watched any of the Godzilla. I think I've watched maybe the one that came out a few years ago or whatever, but I've never been like a big Godzilla binge watcher or anything. Number 19, Air. It follows the history of sports marketing executive Sonny Vaccaro and how he led Nike in its pursuit of the greatest athlete in basketball history, Michael Jordan. This is about how MJ got his contract with Nike, and I believe it's kinda accurate. I believe it's pretty accurate when it comes to the facts. You can watch this on Prime Video right now, included with Prime. 18 perfect days. A janitor in Japan drives between jobs listening to rock music. I've never heard of this movie. I don't know. It's got a Metascore of 73. It's 18 on our list. Number 17, The Color Purple. A woman faces many hardships in her life, but ultimately finds extraordinary strength and hope in the unbreakable bonds of sisterhood. This is another movie. I have no idea what it's about. You can watch it on Prime Video, and you can rent or buy it for $19.99 right now. It's got a Metascore of 73, 7.4 star rating. I believe the star rating is out of 10. Not 100% sure. Actually, let's look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So, it's out of 10. So, 7.4, not bad. 74% out of 10. Or out of 100. So I'd say it's pretty good. So if anyone's interested in watching a movie about how what looks like colored women faces hardships in her life. You got a movie for you. 17 on our list. Number 16, John Wick Chapter 4. John Wick uncovers a path to defending the high table, but before he can earn his freedom, Wick must face off against a new enemy and powerful alliances across the globe and forces that turn old friends into foes. This is obviously Keanu Reeves' big movie series, John Wick. I'm a big fan of these. I have not watched Chapter 4 yet. I intend to, though. You can watch it on Stars with Prime Video channels. This has a 7.7 rating, Metascore of 78. I'm a big fan of the John Wick series. I think he's a complete badass. Just some of the stuff, it's a grueling series. Like, it is gross. Some of the stuff, like, you see people with their face blown off. It is just gross. But so entertaining to watch. Why? I don't know. Maybe because he's a badass. Actually, that's exactly why. But it is so cool. And the whole lore around John Wick is so cool. With the high table and it's literally a worldwide mob. It is so sick. I watched, so there was like a mini series on Peacock. I said I love Peacock, very good streaming service. They came out with a mini series about the guy who runs the hotel, the Continental, in John Wick, about Winston. I believe his name is Winston Scott, if I'm not mistaken. I probably may have got that wrong. I don't think so though. But the series, phenomenal. Highly recommend. I thought it was very well done. It's set in like it's set after Vietnam, I believe. But it's about how the guy who owns the Continental in New York got the hotel, and I think the miniseries is fantastic. Very well done by the makers of John Wick and the people who've done it. I believe they've done a very good job on the series so far. Now, I do believe there's also a 5th episode coming out, or a 5th installment of the John Wick series coming out. I don't know what the hell they're going to do. It seems like they've covered most of it in the first 3 episodes that are a series, and then the Continental. I know a lot of these TV shows, they decide to do like before, like a bunch of prequels. That's what they're called, prequels. I was trying to find the dictionary definition of all this of that. But if they do a prequel of John Wick, that would be interesting to see, because I really would like to see where he came from and how he actually met Winston Scott and all that stuff. But let's not talk too much more on John Wick. You guys are probably fed up with that. And I've already been talking for 8 minutes, and we're only on number 16 of our first website. Number 15 is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. A 7.9 rating, 6.64 Metascore. Still reeling from the loss of Gamora, Peter Quill rallies his team to defend the universe, one of their own. On the mission that could mean the end of the Guardians if not successful. You can watch it on Prime Video for $19.99. You can only buy it. I've actually never gotten into Guardians of the Galaxy, mainly because I've never been able to watch it on any of the streaming services I have without having to pay for it. Obviously, me or my dad or my mom do not want to pay for it. So I've never really gotten into Guardians of the Galaxy, but I understand why people like it. It's a little comedy and action, so that normally gets a lot of people attention, boys and girls actually. Number 14, Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. I like the Mission Impossible movies. They're also very, very good. A 7.7 rating, 81 Metascore. Ethan Hunt and his IMF team must track down a dangerous weapon before it falls into the wrong hands. You can watch it on Prime Video, rent or buy for $5.99 right now. I've watched most of the Mission Impossible movies. I like all of them. There's not one that I don't like. Ethan Hunt and Tom Cruise. Fantastic story. All of them are really, really good. Another badass, I'd say, and Ethan Hunt, played by Tom Cruise. Number 13, Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves. This is a 7.3 star, 72 Metascore. A charming thief and a band of unlikely adventurers embark on an epic quest to retrieve a lost relic, but things go dangerously airy when they run afoul of the wrong people. You can watch on Prime Video, included with Prime. So I believe you can watch that for free as long as you have Amazon Prime. I don't really know anything about Dungeons and Dragons, to be honest. Number 12, The Promised Land, a 7.7 star, 76 Metascore. The story of Ludwig Colin, who pursued his lifelong dream to make the Heath bring. Sorry. The story of Ludwig Colin, who pursued his lifelong dream to make the Heath bring him wealth and honor. No clue what that's about, but it's number 12. 7.7 rating, 76 Metascore. So, I mean, I guess if you need something to watch, number 12, The Promised Land. Moving on, number 11, Zone of Interest. This has an 8 star, 90 Metascore. The commandant of Auschwitz, Rudolf Haas, and his wife Hedwig strive to build a dream life for their family in a house and garden next to the camp. Little World War II. It's a drama, war history. Very, very interesting. Never actually heard of this movie, but World War II is interesting. I'm not a big Holocaust guy, but World War II is very, very interesting. My great-grandfather fought in World War II. God rest his soul. Lived to be 103 years old. That's a story for another day. But, yeah. Number 10. About Dry Grasses. An 8.1 star, 82 Metascore. A young teacher hopes to be transferred to Istanbul after 4 years of mandatory service in a remote village, but is accused of an inappropriate contact by 2 students. After losing hope, a colleague offers him a new perspective on life. This is a drama. I don't know much about it. So moving on. Number 9, Fallen Leaves. This is a comedy and drama, 7.5 rating, 86 Metascore. In modern-day Helsinki, 2 lonely souls in search of love meet by chance in a karaoke bar. However, their path to happiness is beset by obstacles, from lost phone numbers to mistaken addresses, alcoholism, and a charming stray dog. I don't know what this is about. It's actually a short movie. It's not even an hour and a half. It's only 81 minutes. It's a comedy and drama. Never heard of any of these directors or stars in the movie. It might be English, but I don't know anything about this movie. Number 8, The Taste of Things. This is a drama, this is a history, and it's also a romance. A 7.5 star rating, 83 Metascore. The story of Eugene, an esteemed cook, and Duden, the fine gourmet with whom she has been working for the last 20 years. This is an hour and 35 minutes, so it's a little over. Is it 2 hours? Doing mental math. No, it's not. I don't think so. Yes, it is. It is over 2 hours. I don't know why. I blanked right there. Snow day, I guess. Weekend. Like I said, January 19th. I don't know if anyone cares. Number 7, The Holdovers. It's a 8 star. It's a comedy and a drama. That seems to be popular. A lot of comedies, a lot of dramas. But hey, whatever makes you money. 8 star rating. A cranky history teacher at a remote prep school is forced to remain on campus over the holidays with a troubled student who has no place to go and a grieving cook. You can watch this on Peacock with a subscription. I did not know that. Number 6, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. This is an 8.6 rating, 86 Metascore. Miles Morales catapults across the multiverse, where he encounters a team of spider people charged with protecting its very existence. When the heroes clash on how to handle the new threat, Miles must redefine what it means to be a hero. You can watch this on Netflix with a subscription. Very good movie. Me and my brother watched it one night. I really, really enjoyed it. I got a kid with ADHD to actually sit down and watch an hour or 140-minute movie, which is over 2 hours and like 20 minutes or whatever. So yeah, I mean, if you get a 10-year-old with ADHD to sit down, then I think you're doing pretty. I think the movie's pretty good. The graphics in this were phenomenal. The CGI was phenomenal. I'd like this little applause for the creators of this. I thought they did a fantastic job with the graphics, the CGI, the story. This was a very well put together movie. There is a second part to this coming out. I do not know when, but I will be watching it when it does come out, because I thought the Across the Spider-Verse was very good. There's a lot of colors in it when it comes to the CGI that I was talking about. It is just very, 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 very good. Like I said, applause to the creators and the directors. Great job. Number 5, Anatomy of the Fall. This is a crime, this is a drama, and it is also a thriller. It is a 7.8 star rating, 86 Metascore. A woman is suspected of her husband's murder, and their blind son faces a moral dilemma as their main witness. You can watch this on Prime Video. You can rent or buy it for $5.99. I do not know much about this movie. Number 4, Killers of the Flower Moon. This is when a 7.7 star rating, a 89 Metascore. When oil is discovered in the 1920s, Oklahoma is under Osage Nation land. The Osage people are murdered one by one until the FBI steps in to unravel the mystery. You can watch this on Apple TV Plus with a subscription. I believe this is actually about how, when we first discovered the Native Americans, it was Andrew Jackson, I believe, in the 1800s. He moved all the Native American, he told them, you guys have to move. And he moved them to Oklahoma, and pretty much the entire state of Oklahoma and a little bit of Texas and just a few states around there. They said this is Native American land. Well, apparently in the 1920s, according to this movie, which I believe is somewhat historically correct. I have not seen it, but I do know a little bit about history. And they go here in Oklahoma, they find oil, and in 1920, cars are starting to pop up. And all these things with oil are starting to pop up when it comes to this technology at that point. And the government and all these companies, they try to get this oil. Obviously, oil is money. Even still today in 2024, oil is money. That's how the Saudis are so rich over there in Abu Dhabi and Dubai. But yeah, this movie, I've not seen it. I just know the history behind it a little bit. Number 3, Poor Things. This is a comedy, a drama, and a romance. So a rom-com. Is an 8.4 star rating, 87 Metascore. The incredible tale about a fantastical evolution of Bella Baxter, a young woman brought back to life by the brilliant, unorthodox scientist Dr. Godwin Baxter. I don't know anything about this movie. I believe it is actually a really, really good movie, from what I've heard. from other critics that have said stuff about this movie. It is really good. Yeah. Number 2, Past Lives. This is an 8-star rating, a 94 Metascore. Nora and Kei Sung, two deeply connected childhood friends, are wrestled apart after Nora's family emerges from South Korea 20 years later. They are reunited for one faithful week as they confront notions of love and destiny. You can watch this on Prime Video. You can rent and buy it for $4.99 right now. I don't know anything about this. But your number 1 movie of 2023 is Oppenheimer. No surprise there. Arguably one of the biggest movies besides Barbie in the summer and early fall. I have not seen it. I want to. I still haven't seen it yet, and I'm like, I want to see it so bad. This is an 8.4 star rating, 89 Metascore. The story of American scientist Robert J. Oppenheimer and his role in the development of the atomic bomb. The director is Christopher Nolan. Stars Cillian Murphy, Emily Blunt, Matt Damon, and Robert Downey Jr. You can watch this on Prime Video, and you can rent it or buy it for $5.99. So this is about the scientists who made the bombs that were dropped during World War II to end the war with Japan. The Manhattan Project. This is what it's about. The Manhattan Project. I was trying to figure out the name, but that is the top 20 movies according to IMDb. Or IMDb. Sorry, got that name wrong. This article was created on December 5th of 2021, but it was updated 2 weeks ago, so you got to keep that in mind. Sorry, I'm just looking at something. But yeah, Oppenheimer, great movie. I haven't seen it yet, but I heard it's great. Nothing bad about it. So let's move over to Rotten Tomatoes. This is going to have a lot of the same movies, so some of the ones that I've gone through already. I'm going to just skip right over. Gosh, just scrolling through some of this, I forgot about some of these. Number 30. This one's from 30 to 1 on Rotten Tomatoes. Hold on a second. Never mind. I forgot water, and my throat's starting to get a little dry from talking so much. So I was gonna see if somebody in my family could bring me water, but it's not worth it. Number 30, 1001, a tribute to a parental devotion and testament to Talina Taylor's talent. 1001 represents a heart-wrenching portrait of perseverance in the face of systemic inequality. I don't know what that's about. Taylor Swift, The Eras Tour. Taylor Swift, The Eras Tour delivers exactly what it promises, a smoothly directed, impeccable performing documentary capturing the concert event of the year. Taylor Swift's a billionaire. She's one of the only women billionaires. I've never been a big fan of her music, whatever. Any Swifties out there who just don't want to listen to this, whatever. I don't care. But yeah, this Eras Tour was pretty much a concert inside the theaters from stuff I saw. I never went to see it, but her tickets were like $1,000, $500. To every city she went, and she fixed the economy in most of the cities she went to. It was ridiculous. What she did for the United States, crazy. Even for the NFL and Travis Kelce, ridiculous. She's just wow. The presence she has, very impressive. Number 28, Passages. Elevated by the remarkable Frank Rogan Steve performance, Passages adds another smart, deeply humanistic film to director co-writer Irasarka's estimable filmography. I don't know what it's about, but it's number 28, and it's certified fresh. All of these are certified fresh on here, so besides the top movie, but I think we can all figure out what that is. Number 27. When Evil Lurks, a hard-hitting horror film whose surface-level frights are just as engaging as its thematic concerns. When Evil Lurks marks a hysterical, unsettling addiction to the possession of horror canon. I don't know what it's about. 27. Certified fresh. All of Us Strangers examines a profound... All of Us Strangers, number 26. All of Us Strangers examine profound grief and love through their fantastical lens that is always grounded on human emotion. Okay. Certified fresh. Number 25, Fallen Leaves, a quirky tale of star-crossed lovers. Fallen Leaves is a life-affirming gem from the Finnish filmmaker Maki, which this was on IMDb's. Number 24 is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Number 24, I'm sorry, was Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Number 23 is You Hurt My Feelings. A smart, funny, and above all entertaining You Hurt My Feelings finds writer-director Nicole Holofenser as sharply perceived as ever. Number 22, May December. Swaddling its difficult, fact-based story in a blanket of campy humor made December its seductivity discomfort watch. I don't know. Never heard of. Number 21 is Godzilla Minus One. Number 20, still a Michael J. Fox movie. Poignant and profound, still a Michael J. Fox movie. Offers a captivating inside look at the life and career of the beloved entertainer. Number 19, Creed 3. I went to go see this in theaters. Very good. This is by Michael B. Jordan. Stepping out of Rocky Balboa's iconic shadow at the Creed franchise reasserts its champion status thanks to the Michael B. Jordan punchy direction as Nauticated heel turned by Jonathan Majors. I thought this movie was really good. I really was entertained watching Creed 3. Michael B. Jordan did a fantastic job. I thought some of the scenes when it came to the CGI were a little too much, but it was fine. It wasn't a big deal. Number 18, Anatomy of the Fall. This was on IMDb. Number 17, Poor Things, also on IMDb. Number 16, The Boy and the Heron. This is what looks to be an anime, soulfully exploring through the provoking themes through a beautiful animated lens. The Boy and the Heron is another Miyazaki masterpiece. Number 16. Number 15, Talk to Me. Looks like a horror from the little picture that they give us about the movie. A griping story with an impressive practical effects. Talk to Me spins a terrifyingly creepy 21st century horror yarn built on classic foundations. Number 14 is the Dungeons and Dragons Among Thieves. Number 13, Blackberry. With an intelligence as a sharp humor, Blackberry takes terrifically entertaining look at the rise and fall of generation-defining gadgets. Number 12, Megan. I remember this being on commercials and previews and stuff. Excuse me. unapologetically silly and all the more entertaining of it, Megan is the rare horror comedy that delivers a chuckle and effortlessly chills. Number 11, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Mutant Mayhem. I didn't even know they made this movie. It's got a different visual style. From the little picture they give me, it doesn't look that good. Unfortunately, but it's on this list. So, with its unique visual style and a story that captures the essence of a franchise appeal, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Mutant Mayhem is an animated treat for the whole family. That's good to know. Number 10 is The Holdovers. We already read about that. Number 9, Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. And I don't know how to say this word. Effervescent and refreshingly frank about its travails of puberty, this long-awaited adaptation does full justice to Judy Blume's sentimental novel. So it's a movie about a book. Number 8, Past Lives. I believe that was on IMDb's. Number 7 is Air. Talked about that. John Wick Chapter 4. Number 6. And number 5, Barbie. Barbie is a visually dazzling comedy whose meta humor is smartly compelled by sub-universe storytelling. This movie was huge when it came to that whole Barbenheimer thing I talked about earlier with one of the biggest movies of the summer and early fall. They did a fantastic job marketing this movie. It brought in a ton of money. I actually did watch it. It wasn't half bad. Can't believe I'm saying that, but wasn't terrible. Number 4 is Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Number 3 is Killers of the Flower Moon. Number 2, Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1. And then number 1, no surprise here, but Oppenheimer. Fantastic job to all these directors, movie makers, and film stars this year. I thought the movies were pretty good, from animated to live action, like Oppenheimer. I thought they did a fantastic job this year. It was great actually going to the movie theaters for the first time in like 3 years, it felt like. It was a lot of fun actually being in the theater. So that was fun, going to the theaters with my buddies. Great job we were actually able to do that. And I think movie theaters are actually, like, they're coming back. They're not. The only thing that sucks is the food at movie theaters are so expensive. Like, that sucks. Like, why is popcorn so expensive? Why candy so expensive? Like, I'm going to the gas station beforehand. I'm getting my snacks and I'm sneaking them in. I don't even have to sneak them in. I'll just walk in, and if they stop them, I'll say I bought them at the thing. Like, what are they gonna do? Check me for a receipt? Well, I didn't ask for a receipt, so ridiculous. I think the way that some companies try to rob you of your money is ridiculous. For example, I don't want to call them out because I love them. I love going there, but Cedar Point. What the hell? Why is it $20 to get a little platter of food? Like, it wasn't even. It's filling for one person. It says it fills like 2 to 4 people. No, it doesn't. Or like 1 to 2 people or whatever. It filled me, and that's it. And there was 4 people with us, and we got 2 of them, and we were all starving the rest of the day. And it was $40 on food. It was ridiculous. Yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand. Yeah, ridiculous. Ridiculous. All right, but it's been 35 minutes, just about 34:40, 34:50, just about already. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying these episodes. I'm gonna find other articles to talk about, rant maybe, but we're gonna move on from the 2023 lists because after doing 3 of them and a lot of reading, I'm sick of them. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I've had a lot of pressure to get these out as soon as possible because of it being 2024, obviously, and it's already 19 days into 2024, and I feel like I'm already posting this late. But thank you all for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed listening to me mess up on words for 35 minutes. But I hope everyone has a nice rest of their day, rest of their week, rest of the month, rest of the year, and years to come. Thank you all for listening. I will see everyone next time. I won't see anyone, but I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.